Well, not good, not good. I have 3 ASC, 4 ASC mags. All 4 have given me grief with my 224. And yeah, I've had to bend the feed lips up like probably 20 thou on the right hand side to get my feeding issues to stop. And one of the 25 round magazines still won't feed, even though it's identical. Talking to some people in the industry, I found out that the 224 6.8 mags are really sensitive to spring pressure, geometry, all of that stuff. And you know, I've got about 1,000 rounds through the 4 mags, maybe 1,200 rounds through the 4 mags, I'd say on the top end. You know, so that's really not a lot for an AR mag, really. Even though they are steel, they are extremely thin, especially when I compare them to my LMT mags. They're probably about half the thickness, maybe 2/3 at the very most. Knew I should have brought a micrometer with me today. I am gonna get 4 of the LMT 15 round mags for my 224, and just these are going in the trash, like just a total waste of money. And yeah, the LMT ones are really expensive, but they're thicker. They've got more reinforcement up here, more forming. It's like a grid pattern that goes across. I'm not meaning to finger you guys. And I'm not looking back. I mean, I mean, they're hefty in price, but when you squeeze, like these, I can't squeeze. This, I can't tell you how many hours I've spent screwing around with these things and wasting ammo and having things like this happen where my rounds are pushed back into the case just because of that. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to spend a little money to save some money. And sometimes when you try and spend, you know, well, let's put it this way. We had a saying in the federal government in Canada: you spend $20 to save $2. And yeah, you know, you really got to look at whether you're getting that quality that you need. Anyway, yeah, guys, sorry, there's 2 negative videos in a row. Honestly, this last year, I've been so disappointed in a lot of manufacturers. I've had 3 scopes go off for repairs, and these are some of my newer scopes. Actually, yeah, 2 of them are my newest scopes, and one is a scope that's like 15 years old, and that was a Leupold. I'm not going to name the other brands, but yeah, not happy with them. I mean, it's taken like 14 weeks or something like that to get the replacement of the high-end scope. And I know this whole COVID thing is going on, but at the time when I sent these in, they hadn't even heard of COVID at that time. It was, you know, before it was even, they hadn't heard of the lockdown. Nothing of that nature was planned, and they're just that far behind. So yeah, tough times ahead, I think, for the gun industry. I see it really slowing down, and you know, that's despite all the sales and stuff you're seeing on ammo and that kind of thing. I think it'll tick back up at some point, but I think that there's like sort of a cleanse going on of the gun industry, where you've got all these younger, smaller manufacturers out there that are putting stuff out without the research and development of established companies like LMT. And so you sort of take a risk when you go to those companies, and it's hit or miss, just like the Shield Arms mags. Really frustrated with those, and the fact that, you know, brand new, and I've got 3 failures on the first mag of ammo. Just disgusted. The other 2 mags won't actually eject from the gun. That tells me their geometry's off, and now I've got to decide whether I want to take a hairdryer and some tape and modify my Glock frame, or if I just want to leave it alone. You know, and it's never failed on me before, and I've got about 1,000 rounds through it. So I guess the lesson here, and this is why I do this for you guys, you know, the lesson here is that you're not always gonna win with your purchases. Unfortunately, there's a lot of companies out there that haven't done prior or sufficient research and development on their products before putting them to market. So I would encourage you to look for the companies that are established, have got good track records over the years, because I mean, it's great if somebody wants to offer a lifetime warranty on stuff, but do you really want to be sending it back and forth all the time? I mean, there's just no reliability, and I don't know about you, but when I buy something and it fails, especially on the first time out, that's it. I'm done. Like, it's not something I want to touch again. So yeah, I want to do some positive stuff though, and I want to talk about this LMT Defense 24-inch stainless steel 224 Valkyrie barrel that I've got, and just talk about how that's going, despite the fact I'm using one of my recently returned scopes, which I'm really skeptical about the function of right now. So yeah, let's just get off the negative stuff for the rest of today. I promise though, guys, I gotta stay honest on this stuff. It's your money. I mean, especially nowadays, money is not an easy thing to come by. And I mean, these stupid stimulus checks and stuff like that are going out, you're gonna be paying for those down the road in taxes and loss of other benefits and stuff like that too. So, I mean, I would encourage you to just put those in the bank and just sit on them, and then, I don't know, pay next year's taxes with them or something like that. But yeah, don't go out and spend them on a freaking TV or a bunch of guns or something like that. And yeah, that's maybe a silly thing to say for me, but there's better things you could do with that money.